never stop working hard. Each day I feel I have to improve. Hard work, determination. I've got to keep pushing myself. I remember when I was 5 years old, dunking in trash cans on my knees, waiting for that day I would be able to really do it. And then one day, it happened. I was in the 9th grade. It was a JV game, and I was only 5'8". Now, in practice, I've never been able to get up that high. But the adrenaline was pumping, and I just took off. It all happened so fast. I wasn't quite sure what I'd done. But you know, I just really loved that feeling. Hi, my name is Mαικλ Τζορνταν. I want you to take a trip with me and discover the secrets that I've known for many years, that man was truly destined to fly.
A young man with dreams of greatness on the baseball diamond, possessing the burning desire that could get him there. These are visions of what might have been. But reality has never looked so good. Yesterday's Little League hero has become today's most captivating athlete. His elegance on the court has transformed the game into an art form. A relentless competitor who fears no one. He overwhelms the opposition, patrolling the airways with a reckless abandon. He is an unyielding defender with uncanny instincts. Thriving in adversity, he will always find a way. And while strength is usually found in numbers, his comes from within.
I'll tell you a story that I think summed the whole thing up. We was playing Chicago in Salt Lake. They switched and put John Stockton on it, and he turned around and dunked on Stockton. So some guy got up and almost followed him down the sideline and said, "Hey, Jordan, pick on somebody your own size." Next time down the floor, he dunked on Mel Turpin. And went over and looked at the guy and said, "Was he big enough?"
His astounding ability seems boundless.
The guy literally is embarrassing the league. He's that good. He's a phenomenal player. There isn't anything he can't do.
Meichel in from the left side, jammed it right over Rollins. Meichel Jordan.
And in his quest for perfection, he takes the game to new heights.
The perfect player to me is probably 6'5", 6'6", 200 pounds, jump like Meichel Jordan, wear number 23 like Meichel Jordan, and shoot like and play like Meichel Jordan.
Jordan into the front court, in on Neil Wagner, Ellis off to the right, Jordan on the drive, falls down underneath. Loose McDaniel had it stolen by Jordan. Michael's got to break away, this game is over.
The lead pass to Meichel Jordan, this spells trouble.
Jordan, who has it on the break, driving all the way in. Oh, God, an unbelievable move. He put it in and it counts.
But greatness sometimes springs from humble beginnings. As a 5'11" sophomore, young Meichel was noticeably absent from the varsity team.
Yes, I'm the coach who cut Meichel as a sophomore. We did it because we thought at the time it was the best thing for him and for our basketball program. He was still growing. He was a good ball player, but we didn't think he was good enough yet to really make the contribution on the varsity that we felt we needed.
Determined to prove his coach wrong, Meichel worked harder than ever, growing 4 inches and improving dramatically over the next 2 years. He would shatter all of Laney's scoring records while leading the Buccaneers to their first ever conference championship. The high school All-American chose the University of North Carolina, and academic advice was soon to follow.
And I told him to go into math, but that's where the money was, which I think's hilarious. He probably does too.
Concerned about Michael's future employment, Laney's principal wanted him to attend
Air Force Academy is always a very excellent educational choice, and certainly the commitment to the armed forces would have given him employment after college.
This one-man squadron would eventually form his own Air Force, Air Jordan. Chapel Hill, home of the University of North Carolina, a school rich in basketball tradition. Initially, skepticism arose as to whether Michael could excel at the college level.
Coming up in high school, I wasn't that known as a basketball player. I wasn't that known until I came to North Carolina, and no one in Wilmington thought I could really step in and play a lot of time. I mean, everyone felt I was going to go to North Carolina, sit on the bench for 4 years, and then come back home and work at a local gas station or something.
But no one anticipated that fame would come so quickly.
The time, 18. Shot, Jordan! Michael Jordan!
In the 1982 championship game versus Georgetown, the freshman had delivered to Coach Smith his first national title. And a star was born.
And a lot of people didn't know I existed until I got here. So when I hit that shot, I felt like I was different. You know, I won a national championship. I think the people started to recognize my talents more, and I started to get more publicity in that sense. So I think that shot really put me on the map, if you want to say.
Michael's winning basket propelled him into the national spotlight, and a new aura of confidence was apparent to all.
What Michael really did was improve considerably between his freshman and sophomore year. He grew a couple inches, he matured physically, and just became a sensational player. He was very inconsistent as a freshman, but he's one of the most competitive ones we've ever had in our drills. He wanted to get better, and then he had the ability to get better.
There's a steal by Doherty. Here comes Michael Jordan. Pat Doherty passes to Jordan. I guess that is a pretty fitting end to the ballgame. Jordan, look at that! Kenny Smith looking for Jordan.
In practice, Michael barraged his teammates with his game-time moves.
We always had to go against each other every day, and trying to stop him was just, it was a joke, really. Of course, we had to force him baseline, he'd get around the baseline, it was dunk, and then you go in the locker room after practice, and he would remind you all night long.
Jordan coasted through his sophomore campaign, capturing Player of the Year honors. But the pressures of a #1 ranking hindered his play early in his junior season. The excessive expectations had him trying too hard to please others, and he needed guidance to redirect his focus.
Coach Smith could notice it. I mean, he showed me film from my sophomore year and the beginning of my junior year, and it looked like a total different person. It made me see exactly what success had done to me, and I was able to deal with it from that point on. I remember we were playing NC State, and I cut my hair. I was bald-headed. I said, I'm washing away with the way I started off with the season. I set my own expectations of myself, and I just started to play better basketball.
Michael would rebound beautifully.
About 14. Rebound.
Dominate the competition, and go on to lead the ACC in scoring. But after being named the top collegiate in the nation for the 2nd consecutive season, he made the difficult decision to walk away from Chapel Hill and forego his senior year.
Well, to tell you the truth, I really just decided, I guess, an hour and a half ago. I didn't know I was, 50-50, and I talked to Coach this morning, and, he helped me, and my parents helped me, and, everything looks bright for me, and it's, I think the future holds, hopefully, the best for me, and I just, I felt that would be better for me to start now while I'm young.
Although Michael went hardship, he returned to Carolina the following summer to get his degree. More immediately, he was about to become the cornerstone of a rebuilding Chicago franchise.
The Chicago Bulls picked Meichel Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
In preparation for the Los Angeles Olympics, Jordan led Team USA to a 9-0 record in a series of exhibitions against NBA talent.
What I liked most about Mike was the fact that like everybody, he had some lapses in play and how hard he played, and yet all you had to do with him was go up and take him by the arm and say, Michael, you're not playing as well as you can play. And he'd just kind of look at you and grin and say, I know. And he'd go out and play harder, and he'd play better. And you put his willingness to compete with his athletic ability and his basketball skill, and that's why I simply have always said, since having had a chance to be around him, that he's just the best player I've ever seen play.
Named team co-captain by Bobby Knight, Michael made it clear he would have no problems with the fiery coach.
And he wants the best for his players, and, you know, really that's somewhat similar to Coach Smith, except for the language, but, you know, I can get up with that.
When the moment arrived, Michael was all business. The 23rd Olympiad would provide the forum. The glory of a gold medal was paramount. And playing against the rest of the basketball world, Michael would tower above the competition. The United States had a team deep in talent, but Jordan would emerge as the undisputable driving force. With Michael leading the team in scoring, the Olympic squad routed the opposition by an average margin of 33 points en route to a stellar 8-0 record. The gold medal game versus Spain was no different. Spearheading the blowout was the skinny kid from Wilmington, whose Olympic brilliance will always be remembered.
That was a special moment for me, because I guess I can go back to his childhood days, and he always said to me, one day I'll be Olympian, and I said, yeah, sure. And then to win the gold medal, I mean, it was so thrilling. It was one of my special moments, and I always remember when he put it around my neck. That was a special bond that I guess will be with me in memories that no one would take away from me.
It was in this house in Wilmington, North Carolina, where Michael's parents taught him the values of hard work and how to set goals to achieve his dreams. But it was his daily battles in the backyard with his older brother Larry that fueled his competitive drive.
Sanders ahead to Paxson. Pax with a lob for Jordan. Jordan steals it. Michael in deep. Turnaround shot.
We used to play an awful lot. You know, we would play every day. And I always normally beat him.
The thing that always drove Michael crazy was that Larry would beat up on him so much. And I think that he really got competitive playing his own brother.
So he really helped me create some determination in myself to beat him. If I could beat him, I felt I could beat anybody. And finally, when I started to grow and my skills started to catch up with my height, I started to beat him convincingly.
Equally deserving of the credit is someone who showed him how to put it through the hoop.
Keep your eye on the rim and concentrate.
Like this? Like that?
No, like this. Like this. Like this. Like this, Michael. And now give it some razzle-dazzle.
That's my mom.
Obviously, Michael derives his athletic ability from his mother's side. But how does one explain his 6'6" frame? After all, there hasn't been a Jordan over 6 feet in recent memory.
I joke with my mother all the time about that. I often ask her how tall was the mailman or the milkman.
Everybody, before they talk to me, like maybe I talk to someone on the phone and they go, well, how tall are you? You know, I go, oh, I'm only 5'5", and they go, but how is Michael so tall? Who else is tall? And I go, Michael's the only taller in my family. And my dad's next, but he's only 6 feet. And they go, well, why is that? I go, I don't know, but I've seen the milkman, and I know it's not it.
I've thought about that often, and I've come to one conclusion. Occasionally, you'll meet people that you look at, and you just know that they were born to do one thing. And God looked at Michael and knew that this kid would starve if he had to work. So he says, I better make an athlete out of him.
So is it true Mr. Jordan would find Michael hanging from his chin-up bar, stretching himself in an attempt to grow taller?
I tried to do that. I always wanted to be 7 feet, and I never could get that tall. I tried it a few times. I saw it on TV a few times, on the Brady Bunch or something like that, I saw that, and I tried to do it, and it didn't. I don't think it worked, but I'm tall, so it may have.
And your dad's reaction when he found out?
He thought I was nuts.
And that's exactly what he drove NBA defenses. Staging an aerial display, the rookie left fans awestruck, collecting rave reviews at every stop, often unbelievable when running the floor. He was virtually unstoppable in the air. Air Jordan had landed, and the NBA would never be the same. More than just a score, the emerging superstar sought to create for others. Quickly becoming Chicago's leader, he sparked the Bulls with his contagious intensity. Michael was high-stepping his way to instant legend status and having a great time along the way.
They have outscored the Bucks 9-0 here. Here comes Mr. Jordan is right.
Everyone was trying to catch a glimpse of Jordan's high wire act. And he sent no one home disappointed. Chicago was his. The Bulls were a hot ticket. And Michael was heir apparent to the title of NBA's premier ambassador.
Okay, but you're the best in the world. I probably could practice for the rest of my life, and still it wouldn't matter.
See, competing is not just a test for who's bigger or stronger. I mean, it really determines who has the bigger heart. And some people just don't have it. No matter what happens on the court, you still got to be able to compete for yourself.
But did you see the guys I was up against? They're bigger, they're stronger, and they're the same guys I got to see tomorrow, again.
Yeah, maybe they are better. Yeah, maybe you will get cut again tomorrow. But I don't think, after all this time and practicing and playing, that deep down in your heart, you don't think you have a chance. Don't be afraid. Go find out. The best part of basketball is competing. For me, it begins as soon as I get to the arena, and I start to focus on that night's challenge. My pregame routine is always the same. I get out on the court early to shoot around. I clear my mind. And I visualize what I'm going to do. As the game gets closer, it's the only thing on my mind. the floor, I can feel the excitement in the air. It's almost game time, and I know I'm ready.
Chicago's got a pass on it, and Jordan, no! The bounce pass to Michael. Off to Jordan, Michael underneath for the dunk. Yeah. Power jam at Barkley's face. Now Morris beats the pressure. Jordan from Hudson. Look out.
Of all the guys I play against, there's one who definitely makes me rise to the occasion.
They go back to like the shootout. You know, it's like, okay.
Atlanta has the trap on, right side packs it. Now they dish to Jordan for the dunk. Cross court to Dominique. Look out. 3-on-1 behind the back to Jordan for the dunk. Showtime.
We love to play against each other. You know, it's thrill to watch him play. You know, when we play against each other, we have some serious battles.
Mike come down and he said, and boom. He come down, he boom. And they just go back and forth. And you know, Jordan had 30 at the quarter, Dominique had 22 at the quarter. And they'd be pointing at each other and, you know, yeah, come on with it. And they just go at it, you know, and it's good competition. You know, they're not trying to hurt each other, but they're playing hard against each other. They both trying to win. And after the game, they probably go out to the party.
But as much fun as it is playing against Dominique, my toughest battles are with Joe Dumars.
When it's time to step on the floor, it's all business, and it's not fun and games anymore. It's a war. 95% of the plays are for Michael Jordan, and the other 5% end up in his hand anyway.
Michael starting his drive. Look at the spin move. Count it, and he's fouled.
You become consumed by Michael Jordan. You become consumed that he's out there.
They will go at each other for the full 48 or as long as both are in there.
When you make a mistake, it's not even a question of whether or not you're going to get burned. You're burned already.
Here's Jordan, a steal from Dumars, takes it in for the dunk. Michael Jordan went to Dumars.
No one plays me tougher than Joe. But when you're playing against the Pistons, that's only the beginning. With them, you're never going against just one guy.
Playing against Michael Jordan is the ultimate test for our defense.
If you can defense Jordan, you can defense anything in the league, anything in the world.
Play him straight up. Everybody cheat off your man. Gotta stay close.
It doesn't entail me playing you necessarily. It's our five playing you.
They do more than just play me. They punish me.
He
takes a beating out on the floor. And, you know, anytime he goes up for a shot in the lane, somebody's going to hammer him.
They even have their own set of rules for me, though they don't like to admit it.
The Jordan rules. Is that something you guys made up?
Jordan rule? No, I don't know what that is.
The Pistons make me work harder than any other team I've ever played against. We make each other work hard because neither of us will ever give up trying to find an advantage. That's why they're my ultimate challenge.
You know, I pictured myself trying out 1,000,000 times. A whole year. And if I screw up tomorrow, it's all for nothing.
What's the worst thing about being cut, Walt?
Knowing that I was scared. And I didn't play my game.
When I first started to dunk, my biggest fear was that I wouldn't get up high enough to dunk the basketball. And well, I think at some point in time, you just gotta trust those feelings. You gotta trust that hard work has paid off. And you know what? I think it's time. Let's go. Dunking is such an overpowering way to score. It's only worth 2 points, but it can demoralize the other team. When I have the ball, I can see it in their eyes. They'll do anything they can to stop me from dunking on them. First, I take it right at them. If they cut me off, then I improvise. When I see an opening, I don't hesitate. I just attack the basket. Because when I take off, I feel like no one can stop me.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I like In Your Face particularly. I love that one when he comes down and just dunks on somebody.
Michael on the drive against Harper. Down the lane for the jump. A power jam with the right hand. Equal to the hole for the jam. Right in the face of Merrill Bailey. Bounce dribble now to Jordan. Michael in from the left side. Jammed it right over Rollins.
It doesn't matter who's guarding. It doesn't matter who's there. Patrick, Elijah won. He's going to the basket.
To the game. Jordan got the step. Jordan down the lane. Off to Michael. Past him. Michael. Jordan.
I think his favorite dunk is the one where he gets on a breakaway and just jumps right inside the free throw line and just turns sideways.
And like leaned towards the goal, and like he was looking down in it.
This is a marvelous dunk.
One that I like, he's dribbling the ball, and I think they at Philly. And Barkley is about to jump, but Michael's already in the air. And Barkley said, well, forget it, he's up there already. I like that.
I think the ones that are the most fun to watch is when he gets out in the open floor.
There's no hang time like Michael's.
He makes it look so easy. I mean, he's so graceful, like a ballerina.
I don't know whether I really fly or not, but I do know that when I'm up in the air, sometimes I feel like I don't ever have to come down.
Another breakout. Up to Michael. Coast to coast. Ahead to Jordan on a run. On the drive into the left, all the way for the dunk and a foul. Michael back to the rack. Alley-oop to Jordan. Whoa. Jordan, the drive and the lane jam. Got nothing but open court in front of him. Michael Jordan takes it all the way down the lane. Rimming no. Yeah. Jordan, that was it. Michael Jordan into the left. Jammed it. Pippen to Jordan. Michael a dunk.
That's it, Walt. You know, I think you might do all right tomorrow.
That's the way to play tough out there today. Good job.
Let's look deep inside. We've got to come together and keep hope alive. We've got to stand strong.
I know you like playing alone, but do you mind if I shoot with you?
It don't stop.
That was good. Says,
Don't stop. It don't stop. Don't stop. It don't stop. Ever since the day that I was wanted to, a voice would say to me, don't stop. So I always knew just what I had to do. It was burning in my heart. Oh no, I can never let it go. So you can run and hide if you want to. Me, I'm gonna break right through. No matter what you do, remember, it's possible, it don't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop.
Just hanging out.
Where do you want to put him?
L.A., Hollywood.